what I want to look at with these is kind of take each template, break down what you're going to get for an answer, kind of let you see maybe if you have to just memorize it so you can plug it in, you can do that, or if you can at least see the commonalities with them. And I'll try to bring those commonalities to your attention as we talk. A big part of the strategy that makes this easier is if you can find a way to look for things like rates or a number per item. So these are things to look for. And you also want to look for totals, because totals, as a general rule, are easiest to put together. Who do you need?
Samantha Christie and Autumn.
Where'd Sam go? Oh, Sam's right there. Okay, so the other thing to mention, guys, make easy variables. That's another kind of a tip. There is no rule that says you have to use X and Y, because we do a lot. Sometimes with a story problem, it's easier to use letters that make sense for the problem. Like in this one, X and Y probably aren't going to be my best choices. But I'm really asking for how many, let me clarify what we mean by how many of each. That's really how many quarters and how many dimes. So D and Q would make good variable choices. And then it's really easy when I go ahead and write these down. Q equals number of quarters. Can someone please open the door for Sam? Thanks. D is going to represent the number of dimes. So that's going to help with that. Let's take this last equation, this last statement. Can I take these guys and this information and write an equation? Yeah. If he empties his pocket, takes out all this change and drops it, what's he going to have? He's not going to have nothing. He's carrying stuff. What's he carrying? I mean, drops it on the table. To count it. He'll have total of $2.80. How many things is he going to have? 13 things. So if we add up the number of quarters and we add up the number of dimes, we should get, I can write that as an equation. The number of quarters and the number of dimes should equal 13. Yeah. Maybe. You still got to write the two equations, though. Because that's actually part of what the test is going to be looking at. It's not just can you get to the answer, what system are you going to write to solve it? I know. It really isn't sometimes, but it is what it is. What's the other equation going to be, though? We want to end up at a total of 280. How do I get there? Are there any rates I'm looking at? Yeah, how much is a quarter? Okay, it's 25 cents per quarter, right? That's a rate. So 0.25Q is how much money I have in quarters. What am I going to add that to?
10 cents.
Not just D. 10 cents. 0.1 times D. There is my system. And kind of our goal today is just to get those written first. We'll do some of them. We'll actually work them out to make sure we're still keeping up with the algebra skill. But our objective today is not in solving the system. It's in going from block of text to equations, taking English and translating it into math. What can I say about this? Easy, hard, somewhere in the middle. All right, we're going to look at a few of these, so don't worry, don't panic. Lots